How we doing? Got the camera rolling, mic's connected. Yeah, so welcome to AndysBca. So we're here again on the allotment this week. So really, it's just a lot of planting. Everyone's been out there planting loads, showing on all the social media, all the different things that they've been planting. So we've got, I've actually done some veg this year. So all the one or two, you know, oh, look at Mr. Plastic Man, he don't grow any veg. Well, this year I have. I've grown, purple sprouting broccoli. That's a Hogwarts Express. Harry, you're a magician. Anyway, right, so here we go again. So then, in terms of veg, I've been growing purple sprouting broccoli, red cabbage, pink celery, swede I've just put in this morning, been here half an hour, and Italian Rosso red lettuce. So just a little bit. I've got the potatoes over there as well, don't forget. And I've been getting some really good top tips from Paul Allen from Morecambe. He's been banging me some tips, man. I'm just going to get loads of stuff growing and all that lot. That man's a man to watch, I'm telling you. Get in the greenhouse and do what Paul Allen's doing. You're absolutely laughing. Yeah, so that's where we are. I've had the grandkids as well. Been having fun with the grandkids and that, especially in this weather. So it's been like this for about 7 days. What's going on? That's not Morecambe. I've even had to come here today and do some watering. Yeah, got watering cans down here. So that's done me head in. And now also I've got Mr. Pigeon, Fat Pigeon up there. He's got a nest up there. You won't believe it. I'll show you it later. Anyway, but I don't want to disturb him because that's not good for the wildlife and the nature, is it? So yeah, but he's up there in a tree. We can get a sneaky shot of Mr. Fat Pigeon, who's been eating all this bird food. I tell you, I come onto this allotment, I walk down this path, right, and when I get down here to my seating area, I'll sit down for my first 5 minutes, think about what I've got to do and everything, and then all of a sudden, 2 or 3 pigeons, I'll be like, oh, all right, mate, how's it going, yeah? Knock it on the head. Do you come round here often? So I was like, that's who's been eating all the food. That's who's been eating all the food, honestly. So I've got bird feeders, filled them up yesterday, got to fill them up again today. So yeah, so I'm down here with Jess and Tiggy, we're having a bit of fun, going to do a bit of filming. We're also going to walk round on the plot, because basically I've had a couple of quiet weeks, try to play catch up and that. I've had a bit of trouble with my usual stuff, and yeah, so I've been struggling a bit and I can't spend a lot of time down here. So what I'm going to try and do is give you a walk around the allotment today anyway, right? Yeah, so grandkids have bought me some presents a couple of times. So I got this off Jordan and Nicole, Kyle and Caleb and all that. That's really nice, and some of these pictures are really nice. So I don't know if you can read that, but it says, I'm not retired, I'm a professional granddad. So yeah, so I bought that one myself out of Home Bargains, yeah, $2.99. I've even bought some windy flags and just stuck them on the fence. It's all for kids, isn't it? Look, you know, don't know if you can see these, do you? But anyway, just little toys and flags and that. Kids love it. Get the kids on the allotment, yeah? Show them and talk to them about plants, nature, wildlife, what the birds are, what they're all about, what they like to eat. I mean, I've got a weird set of birds down here. Man, they like chapatis, yeah? Naan breads, yeah? All these chapatis and naan breads, man. Bread rolls as well. They're starting to put orders in. What do they think it is, a menu or something? Anyway, God, try to keep up with these lots, a joke, innit? Right, so anyway, what's been happening? A lot of planting, a lot of stuff. I'm not rushing again in the tomatoes and everything anyway. We'll talk to that in a bit when we go in the greenhouse. I'm going to show you around the plot. Enjoy yourself, all right? Right then, so just before we go walking around the plot, as I show, all right, Jess, keeping on the door. Are you watching door, mate? Yeah? You keep on door, girl. We don't want any bad people on here, all right? That's me just messing about, don't worry. Right, so what I've got here is some dahlia crop feed, yeah? So it's a different style of fertiliser, but I'm only going to put a bit in at a time, yeah? Don't overdo it, don't show off. No need to show off now, because if you put too much in, you probably kill it off. So just a little bit, that's all we're going to put on. Dahlia bumper crop, that's what it's called. Bumper crop and feed. Another feed and fertiliser. They're all starting to show now, my dahlias. So, to be fair, I don't want to put too much in. Could burn the leaves, you see, with it being fertiliser. Feed, natural feed. Someone will be shouting down the mic. No, it's not, it's chemicals. Right, anyway, yeah, so that's that one for now. I'm going to start doing the others as well. Here we are again with a bit of the old dahlia bumper crop. Right, now if you've been watching most weeks, the top end of the dahlias are starting to show already, but they're showing about 3 or 4 inches over there on the top end of the allotment. So but these haven't quite come through yet. So what I'm doing is I'm going to put some of this dahlia bumper crop in each bucket. Not too much, like I said before when we were doing the other ones at the top end. This one's showing. There's 1 or 2 that are showing now down here. It's just a bit helpful and feed and fertiliser, isn't it? You know, some people just don't even bother. But I tell you something else that I'm not even bothering about this coming year. When it comes to end of season, they can stay in the bucket. Because I tell you, see these ones down here? This is interesting, this. There's me, being Andy, taking them out of the buckets, power washing them, like you've seen on the last videos, drying them out, going through all the trouble of storing them in sawdust boxes. What are these? Look at these. I can't pick them up too fast. Look how small these buckets are, right? And I left them in there. They've been left in there over season. So now if they're all right, now why can't the big buckets be all right? So they're getting left this year. Honestly, I'm not going to mess about. I'm not going to mess about. I'm going to, oh, what are you doing? Treading all over everything. Cheers, Jess. Yeah, so I'm just going to leave them in this year. Don't forget, it's all trial and error. Yeah, I don't know everything. Trial and error. So here we are. Dahlia bumper crop, that's what it's called. And this is excellent stuff. I had some lovely dahlias last year, if you remember. If you look back in the videos, you'll see them. Right, and all my feeds and my fertilisers come from Elixir Garden Supplies in Morecambe. No, I'm not affiliated. They don't even know that I give them a good mention, but they're a great company. All it is when them lads helped me that day in the van, they could see I was struggling when that pigeon's up there, he's fat pigeon. Anyway, when they saw me struggling that day in the van, them lads came out and loaded my van up for me, and I'll never forget that. Just a little bit of help goes a long way. So I can do a bit, but then I'm just struggling for the rest of the day and end up going home and sorting myself out, and it takes ages. It takes hours. Anyway, right, so that's them done. So give me a minute. Look at Jess and Tiggy. Told you there was a pigeon there. Right. What I'm going to do is now you've seen me put on that dahlia bumper crop feed from LXR Garden Supplies in Morecambe. All you got to do is go on Google, type in LXR. They're all over eBay anyway, like a rash. And they sell anything to do with gardening and allotments. So I've done a bit of watering already this morning, so there's no need to get too excited. And what it'll do is it'll wash that fertiliser and feed, and it'll take it down into the soil. It'll break it down into little compound and just join in with the soil, get embedded in the roots. What I might do, I could have put some in them pots there, couldn't I? These small ones that was on about that were left in over the year. Right, I'll have to just go and get another water bottle. Won't be a minute, just bear with me. Good. I don't like having my back to the camera. It's a bit ignorant, innit? So I reckon, well, the skies are clear at the moment. There goes the pigeon. He's going somewhere else now. His nest is in top of the tree up there. Try to get rid of this one first because it's bloody heavier. So these are actually starting to show, these dahlias. So this year's a slightly bit different, right? If you remember, if you went through last year's videos on the dahlias and stuff, you'll remember that I only like large plate dahlias, yeah? Or dinner plate dahlias is what they're called. They're kind of like show exhibition size. They're very large faces. I don't like small dahlias, you know, that come up in the hundreds. And they're just like tiny little flowers. Just not for me, really. I like the big fat dinner plate size ones. If I can just get these free here. Oh, that hurts. Right, hold on. Just get a bit of water in there. I reckon it's going to rain soon anyway. I'm probably bloody wasting water. Right, let's get a little bit of water in these pots down here. That's empty. I'm just trying to watch my footing because I always have bloody accidents. I always like nearly fall over and everything. I tell you. Never mind. I never fell over this time. Yeah, my mate Paul Allen, he's good at growing. Get all my tips off Paul. I almost forgot to do these ones. That wouldn't have been very good, would it? Oh, here we go. Spilling water everywhere. I'll give these a good soak. Yeah. Hold it with two arms, Tiggy, because it'll be lighter on the hands and the arms. Yeah? So there's another small pot that came from last year. That one there. Because I've left it in the pot. It's a small pot. Didn't take any. Didn't take any of the dahlias out of the small pots. Left them all in. So like I said earlier on, and you've seen on the video, all right chiggers, you all right? I put some dahlia bumper crop in there. It's available in like 1 kilogram, 2 kilogram, whatever size you want really. I'm basically just washing it down into the soil and it'll break down. I'll have to watch me. So